and go!
Hi, today is the 13th of June and I'm Alicia and this is my sister, Carmen, and together we are the Scottish Trucker grandkids from Scotland. We hope you like and subscribe.
There you go. So that's me back home in the UK. I'm going to flip this camera around here. It's flying's that's the way to go. You're flying in the middle of the coronavirus, because I had about 10 seats available to myself right across the whole row. I got 4 in the middle and got really good sleep. But arriving here at Small, it's like checkpoint Charlie. Wanting documents and security and everything, but once you're through that, it's alright. I'm going to spin this around, hold on. This is supposed to be probably the busiest airport in the world here at Heathrow. I flew from Salt Lake to Dallas, and then Dallas into Heathrow, and then I'm flying up to Glasgow from Terminal 5 here. And there's hardly a freaking living soul in the whole place. It's eerily quiet. This place is usually bouncing up there. All these bars and restaurants and Pret a Manger and Starbucks here. Nobody here. But it's for sure made for a quiet flight and lots of good sleep on it. So anyway, I'm going to run and grab a wee bounce flight up to Glasgow, and that'll be it. Look at that. Dead. Absolutely dead. That's a worker there. So, hardly a soul here. Nowhere to get in to eat. So I am forced to tell you. Iron Brew, Mint Aero, and a freaking bottle of iron, a Bounty bar. Bounty, Aero, and Iron Brew. This is crap. See these things here? Let me tell you, if you're going to be travelling, get a cloth mask. See this here? This is my 5th freaking mask. They're rubbish. I've left it to the last minute as usual, and that's what I have to use. I bought them, 20 bucks, Salt Lake, to go on a flight. Every time you drop it down, pull it down to take a drink, people ask to see your passport at your face when you go on the plane. Bing! Must be okay if you've got a small head, but mine's is huge. So anyway, that's me back home. I'm gonna get up here to Glasgow and see the wife and family and have a good time. As far as I'm aware, the trucks are running alright. Brett got unloaded a day earlier up there in Salt Lake, and I know Wes got unloaded yesterday too, so I think they're alright. So I just need to find a load for Brett for the day, and one for Clay for tomorrow, one for Paul for the next day, and get Wes his time off and get him back on the road again. So alright, I'm gonna go phone my wife and get a flight. Speak to you later. Bye. So we're down at Girvan today. Little seaside town. Oh, accidentally filming some guy here on YouTube. I think the swans and the cygnets are looking for some grub. A lot of fishing boats here and lifeboats. These were lobster cages, crab cages, or whatever they are. I think they're lobster cages. Cracking day. I just stopped here for a cone. That's the Ailsa Craig out there. This is down at Girvan. Doing a survey here with that drone thing there. Anyway, just make you jealous. Look at that. If you're an expat, 99 dribbling down through my fingers. Cracking day, eh? Absolutely gorgeous. And go.
I've watched YouTube a lot, and I've realised people have merch on it, but Papa didn't even know what merch was. So we've managed to educate him what merch is, and we are starting to make some ideas for merch for his channel. When it comes out, we hope you like it.
Alright, so just want to finish this video off, give you an update of what's happening with the trucks and what's going on. I am currently Saturday night sitting outside a ice cream and waffle shop waiting for my banana and strawberry waffle to get made with the caramel sauce and ice cream for the takeaway. You can't go in anywhere here in the UK. There's no toilets. You can't go anywhere. You can if you sneak, but if you go in and you go away far, you can't even go for a pee or use the loo. So it's slightly different. So anyway, the last video I made was in Idaho Falls. Since then, hopefully you saw at the beginning there what Heathrow Airport was like, and get to meet the two littlest granddaughters over here. So they were explaining to me that everybody else has got merch, and I thought, what the freaking heck's merch? And it's weird when you've got an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old, soon to be 8, and a 10-year-old educating you in what merch is and merchandise and getting the old people term. But they've drew some tracksuits and hats and stuff, so I need to make something. But an update: I am in Prestwick in Scotland. This has been a roller coaster week for the trucks. I have to tell you, there was one stage where there was something wrong with every single one of them this week at the exact same time. So that doesn't make you a bit freaked out. I don't know what does. But Monday, I'll give you a quick update on it. On Monday, I flew here on Sunday. Everything was going fine. I knew there was a problem with the starter, with the yellow one again. But on Monday, Brett got unloaded, sent him up to Idaho for a load going to Florida, got loaded, and we had him go into Volvo to get an oil change and get him to just check quickly the fact that when you turned it and it was cold, it would fire right up. When you turned it over and it was hot, it would skirl for maybe 5 or 6 seconds, 8 seconds maybe, before it would start. But it would start and it would just run fine all day. But when it was, so that's not right. So I thought, let's get it checked while it's under the warranty, the first 30 days, because everything's covered. And they put it in there, did the oil change. Lo and behold, it needs a new set of injectors. So the bill for that was under warranty. The warranty company, I'm going to name them True North, they're a bunch of crap, to tell you straight to the point. This is another thing, they told us, oh, sorry, that's not covered because of the engine vibration. It's the vibration that's damaged the injectors, apparently. Don't know how you get an engine that doesn't vibrate. It's the nature of the beast, but there you go. So they wouldn't do it, but luckily the company that we got the truck from stood up behind it, and it was $8,000 to fit 6 new injectors. So that's good that that's done. Never cost us a penny. Same day, Paul's running across Montana. Oh, but this took until Friday afternoon to get fixed. Old Brett, he lost the time from Monday afternoon until Friday afternoon, 4 days there. But he got loaded yesterday afternoon and is on his way to Florida. the load that he loaded on Monday, Clay got into town on Tuesday into Idaho, and he had problem with steering. It was wandering a bit, and Jeff checked the kingpins. They're okay right now, but he put a new steering box on the Wednesday, and I think it was a Wednesday. I might get my days mixed up. Sent Wes on. We swapped trailers and put Clay in front of Brett's trailer, and he went to Florida on Wednesday or Thursday. I think it was Wednesday night, Thursday. Don't quote me. So he's away with that. His truck's fixed. White truck in Texas. Ryan's off this week. Tomorrow's Sunday, so that'll be 7 days since he's been off. Supposed to be taking 12 off, so probably back by the weekend. That's what we're assuming. And so that's that. Paul, he had problems with his DEF system coming through Montana and his load to Butte. We had him a load lined up. He picked that up and they said, oh, just bring it in, we'll get it cleaned. Well, there's a bracket missing. 2 brackets missing on his DEF system. Some parts had to be ordered. He never got his truck back till Friday, but he got loaded Wednesday. Plenty of time still to get down to Florida. Who we got? Oh, and then Wes, he was in Vegas till Thursday night, and he drove up to Idaho yesterday. Got his starter motor replaced at Jeff's, and then went across to Western Idaho to pick up a load this morning, Saturday, to run down to Florida as well. So they're all on way to Florida. They all had major breakdowns. Wouldn't call a starter motor a major breakdown, but it would be if you turned it off. So that's what's been happening with the trucks. Paul's was all under warranty, 100%, because we pay the warranty money for that. They took care of the bill for that. They had to do some stuff with the DPF, take it out, clean it, bake it, suck the stuff out of it, and then change some parts on it that was causing it to do that. Brett's truck, the Volvo, it got a brand new set of 6 injectors, $8 grand, and an oil change. Clay's got the steering box fitted on it, and Wes has got the starter motor, and the white one's sitting parked up. So last week was not a great finance week for me, but having said that, they haven't done a lot of miles this week, so the fuel bill that I get on Sunday night to get paid next week will be very low compared to the revenue that's coming in, because they're all heading to Florida with loads. So it's just a roller coaster, the freaking roller coaster. But Scotland is a strange place at the minute, I have to say. Just looking here in my mirror to see if there's a banana, a strawberry waffle coming up behind me, but there's no, there isn't. But that's what's been happening with the trucks in Scotland here. It's a very cheap place to come at this time, because you can't buy anything, you can't spend any money. We took your 2 granddaughters down to Girvan today, went to a baker's this morning, all sold out. Went down to a wee place in Girvan and I got a breakfast box with 2 eggs and 2 eggs and bacon and sausage and all that, and the beans. My wife got a tea and a tuna toasty, and the oldest granddaughter Alicia, she got chips and curry sauce, and Cameron got chips, and we got some drinks. And then we went to the bottom side of Girvan and got 4 99s, and I never spent £20. Not I'm complaining at that, but it's, you just can't go anywhere far because you can't go in because there's no toilets anywhere. I don't know what folk do if they're caught short. They just must go in the street or whatever. But that's the rules. That's what's going on. The flight across, some of the rules beggar belief, to be honest with you. You know, you've got to wear a mask on a plane coming across the Atlantic, and they're recirculating the air, you know, type of thing. So you have this mask on, and then they bring out your dinner. Everybody's masks come off at the same time, and you're all breathing air, and you're all going to, you know, it's a piece of nonsense, really, if you ask me. But hey, they have the rules, and some people love to have rules, and some of these people in these shops here, you know, Kevin Bridges says that some security people, they exchange their common sense for a high-vis jacket. There's a lot of that going on. And, you know, these are the rules, these are the rules. A bit like the freaking Gestapo. So there's some of that. But, you know, it's beautiful weather. Great place to be. Lovely scenery. Enjoying being back with my wife. Had some fantastic dinners. Getting the old belly back, I think. But I'm trying to not go to excess. The steak pie and Ayrshire tatties the night. The bizzle. I'm out for this. So that will be good. The other night there I had chicken a la creme. That was lovely. Any of my family that's had that, you know what you're missing. And I can't think what else I've had. Oh no, I'm going to be in trouble for not remembering. Anyway, it's all been good grub. What did we have the other night there? Oh, home cooked fish and chips, man, that was brilliant. Yeah, and the breadcrumbs, very nice. And my first night I was here, I got pasta, like spaghetti type pasta with prawns and garlic and chili garlic prawns with this pasta and oil and stuff. Very good stuff we get sometimes when we go to Tenerife. So hoping that the places start to open up. As I've said before, it looks like there's opportunity in the midst of all these trials that are coming everybody's way. I see a couple here, and hey, who knows? It's going to be the same everywhere. The world is dominated by supply and demand. I've said before, if you walk out of a club and you're the last person and there's 5 taxis sitting there, you get to decide how much you're paying. If 5 different groups walk out and there's 1 taxi, the guy with the 1 taxi, he's in control then. So along with all this supply and demand, when these businesses, a lot of folk are not going to make it. A lot of folk are not going to borrow. They're not going to get through the hard times till it comes back because they're going to be too old. And what happens with that is once they close and then everything starts to come back to normal, when it comes back, there will be a demand because there'll be a vacuum there. And if you're in a place, in a position to take advantage of these voids, you can step in there and get a share of the market. If you don't, the bigger guys will all just fill the gap and take up the space. So opportunities abound. Hate to say that because some folk are struggling, but that's the way the market goes. You pay your money, you take your chances, go into business. Okay. But good times are coming. I can feel it. But I think my waffles are about ready. I'm going to go get them and take them home and cover them with vanilla ice cream, salted caramel syrup. Bingo. Hope this finds everybody well and healthy. Hello to all my family throughout the world, wherever you're at. Miss you, love you. And thank you very much for the guys that are working for me. An extremely good bunch of people. Could not ask for more. They're excellent. So I'll do a wee round of applause here. That's it done. Okay. Thanks guys. Speak to you again. See ya.